Hey everybody, and welcome back to Rise of the Podcast. I'm Brownie.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Kara.
And we got a bunch of stuff to talk to today. I know Jeremy's super excited to see you.
I am. That's my tagline. All right. Well, as you can see, we're not in our new studio. Wah, wah, wah.
We were lied about when we'd get our furniture in.
So hopefully that by the next podcast, we'll be in our new studio.
No. We will be in our new studio. There's no, hopefully it's going to happen.
Kara, I love your positivity. So
heads will roll.
Is there somebody we should throw under the bus, or do you want to stay classy?
We'll stay classy for this time. If it's not in by the next one, we will. It's gloves are off. We'll go there, Chris.
Fair enough.
So, all right. Well, we'll get a little bit more bad news out of the way, and then it'll be all uphill from there. We did not win. So Good Morning America was hosting we're going to send you to the Star Wars Celebration contest.
No, the Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge. They're going to have we send you to the Galaxy's Edge celebration. So we submitted a video.
Jeremy's just all about the celebrations.
Well,
We're
it
going
is
to send you to
amazing.
Galaxy's Edge contest.
Good Morning America was going to send somebody to Galaxy's Edge for the opening.
All right. Okay.
There we go.
So we recorded a video. We sent it in, and it didn't happen. So we have to send ourselves, apparently.
Which is fine, because we're going for our anniversary.
We are going to go, the three of us, Chris, Kara, and Jeremy, are going to go to the celebrate.
Yes!
We're going to go to Galaxy's Edge in July. The dates aren't set in stone yet, but look forward to a fun video where you're going to see all of our reactions and what we feel like Galaxy's Edge is going to be. We could probably go on and talk about that for a while. Actually, you know what? Let's go on there.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it.
They just
It's officially open.
officially
Galaxy's Edge is officially open. Chris, I know Kara saw it. Did you see what they did for their grand review?
I have seen nothing, and I only heard the one story you told me earlier.
Okay, well, I'm going to reiterate that story. So they had everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Millennium Falcon there. And as they went to start it up, they had the CEO of Disney. They had Mark Hamill, Billy D. Williams. They had George Lucas. And then they went to start the park, and they had the Millennium Falcon sitting there.
You did see Chewbacca inside the Falcon,
Yes,
didn't you?
Chewie was in.
Okay.
Chewie was in.
All right.
The
I wonder if that
inside.
was Yoda's. Oh, yeah.
It could have been.
Oh, cool.
And then they go to start it, and they turn the key on the Millennium Falcon, and it does the classic wah, 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 wah. Wouldn't start. So they said, hey, is there anybody here who can fix this? And then you hear Harrison Ford from the background go, yep, yeah, I can get that hunk of junk going. So Harrison Ford walks out, looks at the camera, and goes, Peter, this is for you. Turns around and then hits the Millennium Falcon like this, and then the thing sparks to life. I just love the fact that they took the time to open up the park in that way. Kara's tearing up over here.
I am not.
I
don't
your eyes
tear
are
up.
watering.
They're not.
I'm going to legitimately say, when you were telling me on the phone, my eyes got a little watery.
Me too. Like it's
It's like
Y'all
such a
are a
nice
bunch
moment.
of softies.
I'm just kidding. Chewie's the ultimate wingman.
He is.
He
and
is.
so forever until they close down that park in 75 years from now, or maybe never, it was kicked off with a tribute to Peter Mayhew. So if you really let that sink in, that is an amazing way.
I will say this. I can be a softie too. It has to do with the Falcon, Chewie, and Han. I did tear up in The Force Awakens when Harrison Ford is on the Millennium Falcon. He says, Chewie, we're home. I was like, oh my gosh. It's so good.
Well, to see the movie after and to see those characters come back after all those years of not being on screen is just incredible. So they kicked it off. A lot of celebs have been posting to Instagram and Twitter and showing off their stuff. And it's like, yep, that made my mind up right there. We have to go to Galaxy's Edge. I can't wait to do the lightsaber building. I can't wait to do the droid building. They have an assembly line that goes around the room with droid parts, and you have to pick them up as they go by. And it looks like so much fun. Yeah. And then somebody took like a purple BB-8 body, somebody on GMA, and then they took BB-9E's head. BB-9E, oh. So they took his head, and they made like a salty droid or whatever.
That's
and then
funny.
you like salt and pepper, whatever, I don't know. But he's a wretched droid too, BB-9E. But and then somebody made R2, and there's a $25,000 movie replica of R2D2.
We were going to talk about that last time, and I think we totally...
Did we totally forget about that?
We totally forgot about that.
So, and then they show the lightsaber builders. When you get in there, they kind of pick, or you take a quiz, and they decide like which type of kyber crystal you can be. And then they give you an actual full-blown metal pin that gets you into the workshop to build the saber. And then when you do that, there's like a set to set the blade because lightsabers are dangerous. So you like set the blade in, you put your crystal in, you craft the handle, and you attach it. And then everybody who's building their lightsaber with you, they all turn on at the exact same time. There's just that constant Star Wars community is apparent throughout the entire park. It just looks like it's going to be an absolute blast.
I'm super excited.
I can't wait till we go.
The marketplace looks sick.
All just like I said, they have the Stormtrooper doll from Rogue One. And you can get a Kowarkian monkey lizard. Like the one that sits on Jabba the Hutt's shoulder, that little guy. They have him for sale, so it's like, I'm gonna go broke buying all this stuff.
Oh, I told him on the drive down here, I was like, Jeremy, we're not spending any money from now until July. We're saving all the monies.
So that is like the big positive news. We didn't win the contest, but that's fine. We're gonna send ourselves. Going. And the best part is, have you ever been to Disneyland?
Disneyland, no.
No, but you've been to Disney World.
Disney World, yes.
Well, that just took the steam out of my sails.
I know,
but
right?
It's awesome.
Kara and I have never been. So
Nope.
for us, it's going to be a brand new experience. And then Chris is going to be able to sit back and give us the directions and guide, be like, this is what you got to do. We're going to go do this. But you've never been to Disneyland.
Disneyland, I haven't been.
So
I don't know, the layout might be completely different. I was also, it was like 15 years ago when I went, so.
So well, you were just saying earlier how easy it is for you to get now that you're getting older. So it's going to be like a whole new experience, Chris.
Let's not talk about that.
I've had a lot of people tell me that you need to go as an adult.
Oh, well, then we're going to fit in.
Yeah.
So I think this park was made for adults anyways, let's be honest.
It was. Well, when we have kids, I don't want to take them until they're at least 8.
They suck.
So, yeah, but they wouldn't get the full enjoyment out of it anyways.
Right. I mean, why? I'm not going to take a 3-year-old to Disneyland or Disney World for them not to ever remember it.
I'm actually kind of jealous, though, because kids under the age of 14 can dress up.
Well, we'll take our 13-year-old.
Perfect. We'll dress them up as a Wookiee.
Right? Now,
I think it'd be funny if they cosplayed to something completely out. So it's like,
I know.
I'm Harry Potter in Star Wars world.
Right.
a Trekkie. We'll put them in a red.
We don't want to start a war. A Star Wars.
Oh, how funny would it be, though, to have a little kid, Jean-Luc Picard, just bald head and everything?
Well, they will be bald if they take after me.
So doomed genetics.
Doomed genetics.
It's supposed to skip a generation, though. Look at your dad's hair.
Well, okay. Well, hopefully we'll have some hair then. My dad and I had a similar hairstyle. So with that being said, which is another one of my taglines, we're going to move into our Lego Porg video just came out.
Yes.
And the reactions to that have been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's trumping the Tantive video and both just positive feedback and what I've been hearing from everybody.
Chris killed it.
Chris, you did an amazing job. Just crushed it. It looks so good. Your B-roll on that is just out of this world. I absolutely love how you cut from the camera to the Porg, and then you do one where you bring it up and then zoom in on the Porg's face. Well, it's like, this will make them go watch. Go watch it and check it out.
Watch the video.
If you like
Jeremy's
it,
bad at describing these shots anyway, so they look way cooler than he's saying.
Well, then you go watch and then make up your own mind for that.
Yeah.
So with talking about Legos, I have been digging around on the internet, and I went to the Lego Facebook page and found some really cool Star Wars facts.
Fancy.
So then I wanted to tell Kara about them, but then apparently she already knows some Star Wars facts. So we're going to have...
Hold on, Star Wars or Lego facts?
Star Wars Lego facts.
Oh my gosh.
Combination.
That's Venn diagrams.
So that overlaps, and then boom, that's Kara's in the middle there with all her facts. So we're going to have a Lego fact off, okay?
Hold on. I just need to, when you said she's in the middle, I'm just imagining a bunch of stuffed animals that are facts, and she's just
I like this.
Cozy up in the middle of this Venn diagram of Star Wars and Legos.
That sounds like a good thing.
That's the image you painted in my brain.
So, all right, fact off. Chris, you can tell us who has cooler facts. You're going to be the judge.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So I get to say out loud what I do in my head every time you guys talk now.
Yes.
And the winner's been decided? No, just kidding. Chris already has his mind made up.
His made up mind.
So who wants to go first? You want to go first or want me to go first?
Go for it.
All right, well, okay. Kara thinks my facts are just Lego based, but what made them jump out is they're also Star Wars Lego based. So I'm going to lead with the coolest fact of them all.
Wait. Are you sure you want to lead with the coolest fact?
Yeah, right.
Or do you want to build with the coolest fact?
I feel like the fact that you said that, I should wait. Okay, I'll save the coolest fact, and we're going to jump to a quick one. The number one set that's been recommended for us to build is the big Millennium Falcon set.
I swear if you steal my fact.
That's the $800 set, okay? So that set is so big that Lego normally play tests their all their builds in an oven to make sure that if the Lego set is exposed to sunlight, it has enough structural integrity to not deform or melt. The Lego set was too big to fit, the Millennium Falcon was too big to fit in their standard set. So where are they based out of?
Sweden, aren't they?
Yeah, Finland? Hold on, you continue talking, I'll find out.
I think it's Sweden. I'm going Sweden because I'm Swede.
I think they're Norway. I think they're Norwegian. We build Legos, we don't know where they're based out of. But so saunas are really popular there, so they had to test it in a sauna for multiple days to do the structural integrity test instead of having to stick it in the normal size ovens. So that's my fact.
Well, you went like deep hardcore.
We were all not even close. Denmark.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's right. It is Denmark.
Oh, man.
Lego, we apologize. We're so sorry.
Yeah, don't kick us out of your affiliate program.
Yeah, so
right? Seriously.
What do you call someone who's from Denmark?
A Dane.
They're Dane. Are they Danish?
Or I suppose.
Danish are from Denmark. We are going to get told in the comments. So
I wasn't told that A, that I was going to be on the podcast, B, that there's going to be geography on the podcast. I don't cameras, not countries.
All right, Kara, what's your fact?
There are over 600 Star Wars Lego sets.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we built 2. Well, we built 3, and we've released 2.
So we still have over 600 to go.
Oh, that's insane.
Man, I need a raise.
We are going to be around for a while, people.
When we come in at 300 gigs per shot times 600 Lego builds, that's a lot of data.
What is that, 180,000?
Since I'm not on camera, I get to play with my phone and stuff. So give me 1 second.
All right.
I'll vamp for time. As
I'm going
pulling
to
my
punch
calculator.
into my next
I'm going
fact.
to go 180,000. What's your guess?
It's math. I can't guess.
Yeah,
it.
180,000. You're right.
Boom,
Somebody
baby!
here has a college degree.
That's Kara. So my next Lego fact.
Hold on. So do I judge them versus or just at the end?
At the end,
best?
who has
Okay.
the best overall? So
Well, Jeremy's
you all-
like going like very obscure, very deep, like.
It's not me. These were all found on
facts.
Lego's Facebook page. So the next Lego fact I have is, you know the little minifigures, right? Mm-hmm. The first characters to have smaller legs were Yoda and Ewoks. So out of all the sets, they never made half figures until those 2 characters came out, and then they made half Lego sizes. And now you've got kids and all these other Lego minifigures, but it all started with Yoda and the Ewoks.
Well, that's a cool fact. I like that one. That's
All right, Kara, what's your fact?
Well, in, what was it? Online, there was an unopened Millennium Falcon, the 2007 Millennium Falcon, that sold for $5,556.50.
That is a lot of cheddar for a used Lego set.
Which is
Well,
officially
Not used, unopened. but
unopened.
Retired. That's the
Yes.
most? Is that the most expensive?
That is the most expensive Lego set to date.
Who bought it? If you bought that Lego set, you send us a message. We'll have you on the show.
Right?
Bring a Lego set with and we'll build it.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
You open it.
$5,000. Now you open it. Oh, man.
It's not worthless.
Okay, so the big fact that I was leading up to
Okay.
was...
Wait, hold on. Oh, she did do it. Okay, sorry.
So, yep.
My brain isn't working so great.
This is the last fact. Drum roll. The first minifigure. Do you know the first minifigure to not have a normal Lego head, but come with a sculpted Lego head? Do you know what it was?
So not like a wig or an extra hat, but a head
No,
that's
a
actually
head
shaped
that's-
differently.
So,
shaped
like
differently.
Admiral Radis that we
Yes, he had a different head.
Well, considering Jeremy has leaned into this,
I'm gonna go with Akbar.
I'm going to guess
Or-
it's Yoda.
Yoda. Yeah, I was gonna say Yoda.
Because they already went short legs. Both of those are wrong.
Both of those are wrong. I'm going to do a shout out to my best friend who played. I'm just going to go that it was Jar Jar Binks.
Jar
No,
Jar Jar Binks in 1999 was the first Lego
Okay.
set to come in sculpted and not have the traditional Lego head. So who was the actor that played? We just talked about him.
Ahmed Best.
Ahmed Best?
Yeah.
Ahmed, you had your head, the character you played's head sculpted as the first Lego piece. Up
my
until then, it was
gosh.
all the Lego heads with hats and accessories. His was carved in the face of Jar Jar Binks.
That's pretty cool.
So isn't that cool? That is really like
So I'm glad you saved that for last.
that
I am
it's
too.
Star Wars and it's Lego facts. And then another random fact that's just cool. This is just a cool thing is there's enough Legos on the planet for everyone to have 80 Legos bricks.
I've got more than that in the trunk of my car literally right now.
But that's the average, So isn't that kind of cool?
We've got a lot more than that in this building right
There's
now.
probably more in this drawer.
And then Lego also produces more rubber tires than the biggest tire manufacturer.
Yeah,
So-
they're little itty bitty ones.
Yeah, the little itty bitty ones, but they make more. So that's kind of
Well,
cool.
so now we need to see Kara's last fact to see
Oh
if she.
gosh, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say, so they did not release Star Wars Legos until 1999, when they made a bunch of the original 4, 5, and 6 Lego sets to be ready to be released when The Phantom Menace released.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do know that they were a long time in licensing because there's the whole on the toys that made us. Kenner finally lost their license in the 90s, so then the Star Wars license was opened up to everybody. But Lego didn't pick it up right away because they were torn because Lego doesn't ever want to represent war in their product. So the fact that Star Wars has the name in it, it took them 5-ish years to determine that the subject material wasn't really based on wars, and that they had all this other supporting information to justify making Lego sets. And it's probably one of their most popular Lego sets.
And one of the first Star Wars Lego sets released was 7140 or 7140. I think that's what it was. It was an X-Wing. That was one of their first Lego sets.
I heard a fact about that.
You're going to fact overtime
Fact off here. Yeah,
well,
seriously.
on the Lego Facebook page that X-Wing's cockpit glass transparency canopy thing was based off of a 9-volt battery pack case or something like that. So that was just kind of a cool little
Crazy.
tidbit. They had it on there, but I cherry picked the good ones out of there, But then since you brought up that exact figure, we went there. So
Well, since 1999, what is that? 20 years ago now?
Yep.
They have made over 600 sets. So there you go.
well, I'm going to start the collection I'm on my road to start my collection.
Well, apparently, if you want the 2007 Millennium Falcon, you'll be spending over $5,000.
If I've only
Probably at
bought
this
it
point
in
more.
2007.
I think it was purchased in 2015. Pretty sure. So,
Oh, so a couple
I
years
mean,
ago
you
now.
got 4 years. It's probably increased in value. So,
Not bad.
should we buy it?
Don't ever let the comment section determine your financial decisions.
Which stock should I buy?
Right.
So what 3 facts are you guys each going to stack up against each other now? Because you both said a whole bunch of things, and I'll make sure I know who has what.
Melty, Millennium Falcon, short legs, and Jar Jar head.
Okay.
I only had 3 really. The over 600 Lego sets. They didn't start releasing the original trilogy until '99 with the Phantom Menace and the $5,500 Millennium Falcon from 2007.
Man, as much as I hate agreeing with Jeremy,
I know.
I think Jeremy had the better facts.
Get out
Not
of
that
here.
your facts weren't great,
No,
but his were
but,
just
like,
a little bit better.
Right, they were more obscure than my facts.
Lego cherry picked them and put them on their Facebook page. That's why they're probably so interesting. I just happened to go there and thought, I can share these with everybody. So, Kara, I'm glad you liked my facts.
Yeah.
Your facts were really cool too. We all learned something about Lego today.
We have a Lego book, a Star Wars Lego
We
book at
do.
home. Why didn't we bring it?
We should have brought it and we could have just showed it off or whatever.
It's kind of cool. He got
I
it for
might have
Christmas.
the same one as a big, thick hardbound.
Yeah.
book.
It's like a
so
It's
cool.
like those
Yeah.
the DC or Marvel encyclopedias.
We'll put a link to it in the
Yes,
description.
absolutely.
Because it's a really cool book.
Buy
It
like
is.
20 of them because
They're
they're
so
really
good.
awesome. They're
They
so
are.
fun.
They are really fun.
So it's fun to look through and be like, oh, I didn't realize they made a minifigure of that. You know?
Right.
So anyway, cool stuff.
So this last Sunday was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
And I had some friends over, had Chris over, had my other friend Dave over, and we all we did the Oculus on air, and he brought over an Oculus, and we did a multiplayer Oculus.
Yes.
So VR and multiplayer. So raise your hand if you've seen the videos online of people crashing or having accidents while playing in VR. Okay? Yes, you've seen those videos. We all have. We've laughed at them. We have. It's funny. You see the guy run forward, then face plant forward.
The ping pong one's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen TVs get destroyed.
Yeah, and then you see the person walk the plank at an unbelievable height, and they panic and fall off. So we're playing VR paintball. Chris got to try it out. Dave tried it out. We were all playing together, and there was this one part where there was this fence, and I realized I was like, so VR is so fun because normally when you're playing on a computer or on a game console, the center of the screen is where you're aiming. So your character has to be lined up, you have to be lined up to shoot. So if I want to physically shoot around the corner, I have to strafe out around the corner in order to shoot. In VR, I can stand in cover and then go like this and then shoot down. And as you can see, my hand is off the screen on the main shot. So I can like go over and then shoot down. So I was playing and I saw two guys that were hiding behind this fence. So I stood up and I started shooting down and I got one of them, right? So I shot him. It was like, oop, hit registered. He got sent back to the start. And then there's another one who was closer to the fence. So I needed to get higher in order to go ahead and shoot at that person. So I get on my tippy toes and I jump to shoot him. And all of a sudden I feel thunk, 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 thunk. I stuck my hand into the ceiling fan. I can't believe I did it. I'm really glad that the fan was spinning in such a way that the angle deflected it down instead of like pulling my hand up and in. And it wouldn't have like hurt me seriously. It probably would have ruined the fan and did some other stuff. But I came out unscathed. But now I can relate to the people in those videos because you really, truly get so sucked into the moment that you don't realize what's going on around you.
Sucked into the moment, sucked into the fan.
And actually, hey, wait, I'm not innocent here. You punched the wall.
I did. So, okay. When we did the Oculus Quest unboxing and Vader Immortal playthrough, first reactions, I'm in this tiny little, what would you guys say this is?
I don't know.
4x4, maybe?
Maybe 4x4.
And they recommend a 6.5 by 6.5 foot square.
They do. He yells at me every time I fire it up.
Seriously. So I'm sitting over here in this tiny little square. And there's one part, I think it was during the lightsaber fight. And I'm standing there and I'm doing, fighting off the droid and stuff like that. And I punched the wall. I don't think we got the cut in
the footage.
The footage.
No, there were better moments than you karate chopping the wall, but it was still pretty funny.
Yeah, and you almost hit the mic stands like 10 times. You punched the wall.
The mics almost bit the dust. How many times?
It was like every 5 seconds you were like you'd go to like turn a knob and you'd like just go underneath the mic and stuff.
It was interesting to watch as long as she didn't blow the mics up. But
part of the problem was we needed them there so we could hear what she was saying.
I know.
It's not like we could just let's clear the mics, so now we just get to watch her in silence.
Right. Exactly. So I had a similar thing though in Vader Immortal. So instead of punching the wall in the dojo, that you get Imperial ranks based off how fast you can destroy the droids. Mm-hmm. And so what they do is when they first launch, they'll come up in front of you, and then you got to get them really quick. And then they'll come up, and then they'll fly back and then shoot at you, or they'll fly over your head. So I played some levels, and I tried to go back to get a better ranking. So I thought to myself, I can only get them as they fly over. Did the exact same thing. This time I wasn't under a ceiling fan. So as one flew over, I thought, I can almost reach it. So I jump and swipe, and I totally punched the ceiling. And then I had a nice white streak of paint on the edge of the controller. And so you do need a chaperone when you play VR. That's definitely apparent,
Well,
or you need a bigger mansion.
Yeah, here's the thing, guys. Once we get into our official space, which won't be until August.
Right, a bigger studio.
We are going to have plenty of space to play.
Did we never learned our lesson from saying when we're going to move into new spaces
yet?
No,
okay.
Kara just pushed it back to next year.
It's going to be like construction. Oh, yeah, it's going to be August. August rolls around. It'll be September. September rolls around.
Well, we'll get there eventually.
Well, depending on how bankrupt we go at...
at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah,
we might move to a smaller studio. We'll be living under this desk. Right. Welcome to Rise of the Podcast, everybody.
Eating ramen noodles.
Yes. Oh, the cardboard collapsed on us.
And we'll be downgraded to just our phones.
So it was a really fun experience. If you have the chance to do some VR multiplayer, I highly recommend it because just stuff like the paintball was so much fun. And the problem is with VR, you lose so much time. You get started and you don't want to
Let's
stop.
just say I'm just as good as Jeremy and paintball. We ended up getting put on two opposite teams, and every single time he killed me, it was a trade.
We absolutely just traded.
Oh,
and that was
snap.
I was like, Kara got you too. I was like, darn it.
I just sat over there just giggling my head off. It was so funny.
She was laughing, just chortling, just, I got you. So, but, and then of course you always go for the other person. So I know Kara was on their team. So I would go, hey.
Look, it's Kara.
Yeah, right. Or just not shoot at that guy because I'm more concerned about that. Although Chris was laughing at me and teasing at me because one guy had it out for me. Babylon something or other was like every single time.
Boobin, yes.
I'll never forget the name Boobin. And had Jeremy's number.
Oh, he had my number. He had the most kills, and they were all me. Chris got to witness them all. Because he was spectating.
If we're talking about stuff like my epic capture the flag map,
oh man, yes,
6-1 with 2 out of the 3 captures.
I was going to say,
solid.
I was your bodyguard a couple times.
Yeah, Kara escorted Chris back. Yeah,
I did. # teamwork.
So Oculus, definitely fun if you play the VR. Rec Room was free. Something else we found out was it is cross-platform available with the Vive. So we were able to continue playing multiplayer even after Dave left because we were able to get it going on the Vive. So stuff like that's kind of cool.
It's really funny. We were about ready to walk out the door and buy another Oculus Quest.
Yeah.
And Jeremy's like,
I wonder if it's
cross-platform. And so he went on to the Vive, and you set up an account for me.
Yep.
And we were gonna swap headsets so I could play on my account and you could play on your account.
Yep.
He played on my account the whole time.
Your stats have gone up now.
And Jeremy's has gone down.
So that was pretty cool. So that's if you have a Vive and you want to play paintball in the rec room, go ahead and do that. So as you can see here, if you take a check right here, you can see our brand new issue of Vanity Fair. Wait, what's that? This isn't Vanity Fair. That's because it doesn't come out until June. So we were so excited to get the episode. We were bamboozled. So we kept checking at Barnes & Noble and Target and all the other places that we thought might sell it. And it ended up being that, nope, we were just too early on the thing. So
it was throwing me off because I kept seeing people with, copies of the new Vanity Fair.
So subscribers.
Posting, and I was like, what? Well, then Chris said when, you guys worked at the gas station back when high school or whatever.
Yeah, when dinosaurs still roamed the earth.
All right. I mean, you would have the June issue halfway through May.
Yeah, it would come weeks ahead of or something like GQ. They put out 4 issues a year, so it's this is the June through whatever, and you'd get it in March.
Right. So
we still don't have
June
it. So we talked about it.
As of recording. So.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is June.
So this weekend when I'm out and about, I will be.
Kara's gonna go track it
picking
down.
up every cover.
So the next part we're going to move on to is we have a challenge for you. As a community, YouTube is so community-based, and we just love all of the people who subscribe to our channel and who come watch our stuff. We just want to say thank you, first of all, for coming and watching. And we're going to set a goal. We'll do this podcast, we record them, but when we hit 1,000 subs, so we need your help to help us get there, but when we hit 1,000 subs, we're going to do our podcast live. And then depending on how well that goes, if we find out we're either competent in doing live podcasts or not,
you're just trying to kill me is what you're trying to do.
Every single time we tell, hey, Chris, come on down and help us out.
Well, it's like everything's we'll set this reward, and it's just nothing changes for you guys. And it's infinity more work for me to do.
Hey, we were talking about interns earlier. We're going to try to get some interns from local schools, and then Chris can just tell them what to do. Hey, you, hit start on that camera, and then, hey, you, spend 12 hours editing this footage.
I always need somebody to get me coffee. Always.
For real. But no, it should be pretty fun.
I'm the diva of the show.
So that's our challenge. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, come subscribe to our channel. Come back, and we're going to be doing a live podcast. That'll be really fun. You can see all the shenanigans. Now, Chris doesn't cut anything out, but it's going to be cool to know that we're live. And we can interact with you. We can throw out a hashtag, and you can send us questions live. We can answer them. It's going to be a really fun thing.
Something we should figure out, too, and maybe we comment this below. So normally we record Saturday mornings, and then we put them out on Monday morning to give me enough time to actually edit them.
Right. Yeah.
What time would people want a live stream to be?
That's a very good point, Chris.
It's valid.
So comment that below, too, and tell us what time would be a good time for you to tune in to us live.
You might be able to even put a poll on Facebook or something.
And we're Central Daylight Time is where we're based. So if you put 4 p.m., and you're in Greenland or something, it's not going to work out real nice for you.
You're right.
Or just do it in Zulu time.
Zulu time. Oh, now you're speaking my language. I know Zulu.
I have to do Zulu when I fly drones.
Oh, that's because it's of the sky. Chris and I have a sky connection. So
Sky Guys.
So that's our challenge.
Our new channel.
Yes, Sky Guys.
What's Snip's name
for Anakin? Did you know that, Chris?
No, I did not know that.
So Ahsoka calls Anakin, hey there, Sky Guy.
It makes he gets pretty salty about it in the first few times she calls him it.
Yep. Because she's just he's got an attitude.
Calling me that.
And then she's Snips. She's Snippy. So her character is great. Yeah. So speaking about Star Wars characters, Kara has specifically done up her hair in a hairstyle of a character. Do you know what character Kara is trying to look like? We were going to leave you hanging for the next episode, but we wanted to call out which one it is. So Kara, hopefully you picked your answer by now. Kara, who are you?
I'm Torra Doza.
So, Torra Doza is not going to be that familiar to probably a lot of you. Disney came out with a new show to replace Rebels, the TV show.
Yeah.
And it's called Resistance.
We'll post a picture of Torra here.
Why you gotta cover up my
It's
face?
a dramatic improvement, I must say. Good job, future me, editing that exactly where it needs to be.
So this is what Torra looks like.
She's going to be one of my future cosplays.
Kara, you've got the face, the build. You would make an excellent Torra.
I think it'd be fun.
So if you haven't seen Torra Doza, you can go out and check out Resistance. It was renewed for a second season, and that should be airing in the beginning of next year.
Actually, fall of this year.
Is that
So I'm
Disney
wondering if
Plus,
that's
or-
going to be Disney Plus.
Maybe it'll be Disney Plus
Where does it currently reside?
on the Disney Channel.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
So,
you can purchase
odds
it on
are-
like Amazon Prime.
yeah. We just subscribe to the like you get the subscription, so you get each episode as it comes out. So that's how we watched it.
Cool.
So because we're part of the generation
Soup's
that
good
doesn't
show.
have cable subscriptions, we just have like the Netflix, Hulu stuff. Like
So in our very first episode, I had my little Gorg.
No, yes, that's from Resistance.
It's from Resistance.
Yeah, he like latches onto people and then never lets go.
He's super cute.
So
I love him.
It's so fun.
He's actually in the other room. Should go get him.
Yeah, he is. So, Kara, we're gonna wrap up with you. I always like to do a shout out to somebody. You can't really see it that well, but we'll put a link in the description, or I'll take a picture of it.
I'll put it over your face just like that.
Let me take care of that for you.
I was gonna say we will post a picture of the car vinyl right here.
I need to
Man,
charge.
that's a good-looking vinyl, future me. Good job placing it exactly where it needs to be.
I need to charge rent for this real estate, and if it's going to be taken up and being used for stuff. But
Our friend Ashley.
well, no, I was going to
You
say
couldn't remember her name.
No, I was going to say it. So then, but Kara, you go ahead.
Let's
these are
just
my
all say
shout-outs.
Ashley at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Ashley.
She owns a business called Simply Gift It, and she's been awesome about making car vinyls for us, and she makes super cute cards and tags and other things as well. But she made for us the Rise of the Podcast car vinyls.
So as a surprise, she gifted us to that, and I was really shocked. She does such good work. When you see the picture, you're going to see how it looks just like the logo, printed in real life. And she can do anything that you want. She can make giraffes, trees, whatever you fancy. Golf clubs, golf balls, the little family that lives on the back of your car. Anything. She can make them,
she actually cut out Darth Vader walking in AT-AT for the back of my car.
Yes. And I have a Stormtrooper head on the back of my car.
Because he drives the Storm Cooper.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I never put that together.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, now you know, Chris. They also handmade me my birthday card. I like seagulls, so there's a little seagull on there, which was really cute. So we'll put a link to her Facebook page in the description, and you can go check that out for yourself.
So just to clarify, she's not sponsoring this. She's just really awesome at what she does.
None of
We don't have
the
any
crafters.
sponsors.
Yeah,
None of the crafters that we give a shout out to are sponsors whatsoever. They're just people we think are awesome.
Yep.
Basically.
We just like to, support. We like when people support us. We thought we could just pass that around. Pass pay it on
absolutely.
forward.
Like when you see somebody doing something really cool, it's fun to share that with other people. That's what we're trying to do.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, we want to just thank Ashley again for doing that. And then, Kara, you came up with our shower thought. We're going to end on the Star Wars shower thought.
Yeah. So leave a comment below. How do you think Maz Kanata got Luke's lightsaber?
Bum, bum, bum.
That's
Chris?
the one that came with his hand off of in Bespin.
Yes.
So it's like she just has a net at the bottom of Cloud City to catch
Right?
stray hands and lightsabers.
You never know what's gonna fall.
So that's all we have. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe or like it. Comment below on what you think.
And if you super, super love us, hit the bell to get notified whenever we post a new video. So may the Force be with you.